Good day and welcome to a World of Warcraft video. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Zereth Mortis Lightsaber Transmogs. There are 5 transmogs in total that you can obtain from the Shadowlands Zereth Mortis / Tazavesh, the Veiled Market dungeon. There is one you can get from the Chains of Domination questline, but these ones are pretty easy and don't really require you to do too much. The blue lightsaber drops from 2, or blue lightsaber appearance drops from 2 different items, the Interrogator's Flensing blade and the Blade of Grievous Harm. Both of these items drop from Zereth, the first boss from Tazavesh, the Veiled Market. Now getting access to Tazavesh is pretty easy. You're going to want to head to the Idlia, which is inside of the Oribos main hub. You're going to head to the little area just underneath the Broker's Den, and literally as you enter the staircase you should find a quest called the Alley Cat of Oribos. Do the mini quest line. It literally is a couple minutes long, and once you finish it you have access to Tazavesh. You can come back here at any time from the Flight Master. Once you have entered Tazavesh, all you have to do is defeat Zereth, the first boss, and you can do this on any difficulty, so don't worry. It should be pretty easy for any max level character. The blade has about a 5% drop rate. For the rest of them, we'll have to enter Zereth Mortis. The portal can be found near the Flight Master. You shouldn't have to do anything to enter. The first one we'll look at is the purple lightsaber. This can be found from the Anima-Siphoning sword, which can be obtained from a rare called the Engulfer. To take on the Engulfer, you will have to find a NPC called the Matriarch. You will find her in this location on your map, and what you can do here is basically you will defend her while she's being attacked, and eventually the Engulfer will come through the portal. It has about a 7% drop rate. What's important to note here, this rare spawns around about every 40 minutes. So if you don't see the Matriarch, it means the rare cannot spawn, but it also means that you're not probably too far away from getting it. The next one is Xy'rath's signature saber, or the red lightsaber. It's really cool, and it's probably one a lot of players really want. You get this from Xy'rath the Covetous, a rare you can find just north of Pilgrim's Grace. He will show up on your map when he is available, and he has quite a long spawn timer. As far as I understand, it can be quite a while. I found him literally once in like a couple hours of searching, and I then found him when I came back a couple days later, but I do know his respawn time is quite long. The next one is the green lightsaber, which you get from the Enlightened Botanist's Machete. This can be found by completing a little event south of the Catalyst Gardens. So if you come down and you look at the Catalyst Gardens, you will find basically this like area just south of the pond there, where you'll see this kind of big vine monster. In this area you'll find on the ground all of these bulging roots. There are 6 of them in total, and if you just look along the sides as you run past the vine monster, they're all in this area. So there's 6 of them in total. They're not too hard to find, and once you have pulled all of them, then the gluttonous overgrowth, the rare, will spawn, and you can take that rare on. The weapon also has about a 7% drop rate here, so not too bad. So those are all the relatively easy ones. The hardest one now is the Hirukon's Radiant Reach. This one has a pretty decent drop rate, but it's getting the rare that is the difficult part. Now there are 2 ways to get Hirukon to spawn. The first is to just literally stand by his pond, which you can find by the Dimensional Falls. Here basically you can locate him by just fishing, and eventually fishing up a strange goop, which could potentially contain a Oread lure. Or alternatively, you can go buy an Oread lure for quite a bit of money off the auction house, or you can create your own Oread lure. Now creating your own Oread lure honestly is actually a really painful process. So what I suggest is, if you have got the time and you really want the yellow lightsaber, just stand and fish. I promise you, you'll probably save enough time. If you can, get a group together or look for one on the group finder, and you will tend to have a better time. Warrior lures are actually a decent way of making money. Depending on your server, you can sell them for quite a bit of gold. My server doesn't even have any currently available, but they are quite a process to actively make. But if you can and you want to, then there is some money to be found there. Hirukon's Radiant Reach has a pretty decent drop rate. It's the highest out of all of them, 10%. But if you're trying to really farm the yellow one, then yeah, getting a group together and fishing, honestly, probably your best bet. It was a lot easier to do when the expansion was live, but it's still relatively easy and straightforward. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, there is one more from Chains of Domination questline. You don't have to get it. It was obviously pretty cool. I think the transmogs are honestly really, really great. And I just wanted to do this video because, well, I think they look great and I use them a ton. So yeah, bye.